Hey guys, welcome to a special episode. They're all special, right? Of All About the Music. I'm on a journey to hear every song ever recorded. And today I want to talk to you guys about the career and maybe talk a little bit about one specific album from Alien Ant Farm. If you haven't heard of them, not familiar with them, they became popular with their Michael Jackson cover of Smooth Criminal. They're an American rock band formed in Riverside, California, and they've got 5 studio albums with a nice and even 5 million units sold. I think their cover of Michael Jackson's song is probably the only thing most people have heard by them. Maybe a couple of other singles like Glow maybe garnered some attention. Their first album was called Greatest Hits, which I've seen a lot of bands do. There's at least 4 other rock bands that have a debut called Greatest Hits. It's a little annoying to me. I don't understand the appeal of doing that. But with their first album, I kind of got into this band right when they were gaining a little bit of steam. With Smooth Criminal, Movies, and Attitude were the singles. Movies was good, Attitude was okay. That first album didn't really do much for me. I think I downloaded it. I don't think I had a physical copy of it at any point, but I definitely downloaded it at least once. And it was good. It was good enough to keep my attention focused on this band for the rest of their career. And sitting at number 58 on my list, that's a pretty high up. They come in higher than a lot of pretty successful bands. That's something. Now I know MTV Cribs was fake. I've heard that the houses were fake. It was all just scripted, bogus nonsense. But I remember watching their episode of Cribs with my mother, and they were basically poor, and all the band was like living together in one house, and it was just filthy and like in a terrible neighborhood, and it was just kind of sad and pathetic. I don't know if it was a joke. It didn't seem like a joke, but I don't know if it was fictionalized or what. But I don't know. Each one of, like, if they have 5 million, if they've sold 5 million albums, they've got to have a little bit of money, right? Like, I don't get it. But Anthology was okay, 2001, and then they had they had a couple years of some silence. But I want to talk about the one physical CD I have by them is this amazing album, Truant. Released in August, late 2003. This thing, I don't really care for sports, but this album art is pretty awesome. It smells good as well. This was produced by the brothers from Stone Temple Pilots, and you can hear their influence on here. With 1,000 Days, Drifting Apart, Glow, These Days, Sarah Wynn, Never Meant. All those songs are amazing, and this is just a fantastic album. They just got better and better with each release, right? So if you don't know, that album artwork is based on the classic Peachy brand school folder featuring members of the band. These Days and SS Recognize were originally from their first debut album, re-recorded. So that's kind of interesting that they brought back some songs from 4 years prior. But if you want a good starting out point and without, Smooth Criminal, yeah, you've heard it. We've all heard it by Michael Jackson and them. But if you want a different starting point, check this out. Really solid rock album. I would give it, it's not perfect. Some of the later parts of this album don't work so well. But the first 7 songs are great. and then the last few not so good. Then in 2006 they released their fourth album called Up in the Attic. It went through several phases where it was called Third Draft for a while, and it was considered a huge flop, even by, kind of their low. They just don't get a lot of attention in the States anyway. I don't know anybody that talks about Alien Ant Farm. I've never heard anybody except for maybe my parents talk about this band. Let's see, Around the Block was the flop of a single from Up in the Attic. And yeah, I don't really see anything on this. Maybe Forgive and Forget You is okay. I don't remember what Around the Block sounded like. So yeah, Up in the Attic, their fourth album, not really doing it for me. Whereas the previous three kind of had some good songs, some good rock albums. Okay rock albums. Not great, but, okay or good. So Anthology, pretty good. Truant really impressed me. And Up in the Attic did nothing for me. Okay, we're moving on. This is sort of my experimentation at, I want to start doing like full discography reviews, and this is my first step in getting there. So, really, really loved this one. Alien Ant Farm in 2014, they like to release their albums late in the year, like August, September. Always and Forever. It's their fifth studio album, and the album had two singles in Let 'Em Know, which I enjoyed, and then Homage, which is one of my favorite songs of all time. I absolutely adore songs that talk about the love of music, like Weezer's Heart Song or Homage by Alien Ant Farm here. It's just something really special about singing about loving music. It's beautiful. Again, I don't think it got a lot of attention. I don't think that either of those singles did well. I don't think I've ever heard Alien Ant Farm on the radio, except for Smooth Criminal. But this album's really great. Always and Forever. We're going to get a nice look at that album art right here. Okay. That is it. And yeah, this is a good album. Let 'Em Know is a great kind of rap rock song. Our Time, Homage, Sidelines. Sidelines is fantastic. If you want to kind of hit the highlights of Alien Ant Farm, their singles are good. This album is fantastic. And Always and Forever is pretty fantastic throughout. The highlights of Always and Forever would be Let 'Em Know, Our Time, Homage, Sidelines, Crazy Love, American Pie, Godlike. Yeah, so I would say Truant and Always and Forever are the two strongest albums by Alien Ant Farm. I'm not going to rank the albums. I just feel like I don't feel like this is the right band to do it with. I can try to go through it real quick. I would say Truant is my top, and then Always and Forever, and then Anthology, then Greatest Hits, then Up in the Attic. That's my really quick, just looking at them, not even thinking about it too much. But yeah, Alien Ant Farm, currently sitting at number 58 on my all-time favorite musicians list, with 19 out of 54 songs that I enjoy by them. So that puts them at 31.48% in terms of my personal and definitive list of who the greatest musicians are. So you guys have a lovely night, and I will see you guys next time with another edition of It's All About the Music. like and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Subscribe.